Namaskar. My name is Harshit. I'm the assistant professor in Suresh Gyanvia University. Today, we will discuss about the topic which is related to the tourism. In this topic, we will understand about the impact of tourism on the host communities, and we will understand what is tourism, how the tourism is affecting or impacting on the different industries. If I'll talk about the objective of this topic, it will be the participation of tourism. Here, the student will understand about the participation of tourism in growth of different industries, and this is the outcome, where the student will understand how the tourism is impacting on different industries and how they are actually playing a vital role in terms of the growth of any of the industry and as well as the growth of the revenue also for any particular community. Now, first of all, we will discuss about the tourism. If I'll talk about the introduction of tourism, tourism brings both positive and negative impact on tourist destination. The traditionally described domains of tourism impact are economic, social culture, and environmental dimensions. The economic effect of tourism include improved tax revenue and personal income, increased standard of living, and more employment opportunities. Socio-cultural impact are associated with interaction between people with different cultures, attitudes, behaviors, and relationship to material goods. Environmental impact affect the carrying capacity of the area, vegetation, air qualities, bodies of water, the water table, wildlife, and natural phenomena. At the same time, tourism also bring positive and negative health outcomes for local people. The short-term negative impact of tourism on resident health are related to the density of tourist arrival, risk of disease transmissions, road accident, higher crime level, as well as traffic congestion, crowding, and other stressful factors. In addition, resident can experience anxiety and depression related to the risk perception about mortality rates, food insecurity, contact with infected tourists, which can result in negative mental health outcome. At the same time, there are positive long-term impact of tourism on resident health and well-being outcome through improving healthcare, access, positive emotions, novelties, and social interaction. So basically, if I'll talk about the tourism, tourism has two, like as we know that every coins have two sides. One is negative, one is positive. Same goes with the tourism. If I, first of all, we will discuss about the positive impact of the tourism. The positive impact is like if I'll say that uh, socially it impact on associated with interaction with different people, culture, background, attitudes, behavior, and making a relationship with the good materials. So basically, what people are doing, they with the help of tourism, social culture can enhance. Social culture can be like visible in front of everybody. They should know what is the social culture of different state and different countries. Okay, by this the social culture can also be like socially engaged with everyone, so it also helps to get the benefit of about the revenue also. If I'll talk about the environmental like impact on tourism, means like uh, because of the environment, people are traveling from one place to another place. Like suppose people who staying in any country who's very hot. Okay, so what they are doing at the summer, because when they will celebrating a summer, we were celebrating a winter. So in that scenario, they are coming to India, because India is one of the place where you will find a lot of climates altogether. Probably in other countries you will find the same climate all over the country, but here in India, every states have their own different climate and habits. So they are coming down. They are just moving here and there. Suppose if the winter is there, then they will go to some of the hot places in India. And if it is some, and if summer is there and somebody would like to travel, then they are traveling to one of the coldest place of India. So that is the reason it is like people are traveling from one place to another place. However, if I talk about the negative impact of the tourism, okay, on the residents, it might be a density of tourist arrivals can create disease transmission. Like if I'll take example of COVID-19, what is that? this is basically actually transferred through one of the foreigner group. Okay, and in India, so because of that it is like it is spread in all over the India. So that is the reason we should understand that these people can get some of the disease, transmission disease, and that can be a pandemic for us. So this is the negative point. Might be there will be some road accident because they don't know how to drive or how to ride a bike on our road, because their road, their rules and regulations are totally different. But in India, the rules regulations is different, the traffic habit is different, the traffic culture is different. So might be there can be any road accident. Higher crime level can also increase. Okay, like suppose if anybody might be a terrorist. Okay, if he has traveled from one place to India, might be he's travel terrorist and he create a lot of issues to India. So that is the reason. Uh, like we can say that we have a negative impact of tourism also in terms of these things. Now, if I'll talk about the first point, which is economic impact of tourism, global tourism in 2014 contributed 3.3% to the world GDP, with its total contribution rising to almost 10% of world GDP. The GDP increases comes from the over 1.4 billion international tourists worldwide. Visit and boost to GDP are expected to continue rise in the near future as falling oil prices contribute to reducing living costs and increased available income for household, as well as reduced cost for air travel. Okay, so basically impact of tourism, like economic impact of tourism, if I'll talk about any country or any people, like whomsoever traveling from one country to another country, actually they are creating an impact on the tourism in the terms of economy, because if they will travel they will spend money, and that money can come to government in terms of taxes, and that can also enhance the GDP also of that particular area. Government are also getting money through taxes and all. Okay, and so basically if the business will grow of those people who are there in that particular country, because of these foreigners, because of these people, because of this tourist. Okay, so at that moment we are getting all those things, we are getting money, we are informed, like if we will get the money, we will, our economy will increase, growth of economy will be there. Okay, so basically uh, if you nobody will spend money, then how will get the how will run the business. Okay, so and if we will not able to run the business, the GDP will not be in a good condition. So in that scenario, what we supposed to do, we have to attract the tourism as much as we can, because if we will attract the tourism, if the guest will be there, then they will spend money on the hotel, on the restaurant, on the food, on the different portals, on the different outlets. If they will visit there, they will spend money. Even uh, sometimes they are going for like monuments, to see the monuments, they're also they're spending money. So because of all those things, like the government is getting money, the country is getting money, economically they are getting strong. And if the tourism will be there, we will enhance the other monument also, so the attraction level can increase. Okay, like suppose if I'll take an example of Gujarat, uh, the new statue, the Iron Man statue is there. Okay, it is just created like a, I should say, a year back. Okay, and now the tourism increased, people used to travel over there, people used to see what is exactly how it look like. And so to see all those things, people are traveling from one place to another place, and because of that we are getting money over there, because they are using transportation, they are using accommodation, they are using fooding, they are using local transportation. So the GDP of that particular state and the growth of economy of the particular state can also be there. So because of all those things, because of this tourism, this is happening. Okay, so tourism can be divided into subcategories, into which impact fall spending from visitors on tourism experiences like beach holidays and theme parks, spending on leisure items like bicycles, business spending, and capital investment. The economic contribution of tourism is felt in both direct and indirect ways, where direct economic impacts are created when commodity like following are sold, accommodation and entertainment, food and beverage services, and retail opportunities. Residents, visitors, business, and various level of governments municipal to federal, all influences direct tourism impact through their spending in or near given tourism area. The key component of direct economic impact of tourism is that they occur within a country border and are implemented by resident and non-residents for business and leisure purpose. In contrast, indirect economic impact of tourism can be found in investment spending surrounding a tourism offering from private and governmental interests. This investment may not explicitly be related to tourism, but benefit the tourism and the local stakeholder all the same. Indirect impact of tourism are exemplified by the purchase and sale of intermediary items like additional supplies for restaurants during high tourism season, or widen sidewalk in a business town, spending the circulation of tourist dollar within a community is another way that tourism indirectly has an impact on a community. For example, a foreign tourist inject money into the local economy when he spend $1 on a souvenir made by a local at the tourism destination. The individual goes on to spend the dollars on lunch from a local vendor, and the vendor goes on to the spend it locally. Now we will discuss about the different trends, whatever we have. What are the trends that are motivating people to travel? So basically, the six consumer travel trends according to UNWTO 2019, which includes travel to change or focusing on more authentic travel transformation and living like a local. Travel to show or capturing Instagrammable moment experiences, visiting selfies, worthy destinations. Third is a pursuit of healthy life or engaging into active travel that involves walking wellness and sport tourism. Fourth, rise of the access economy. Fifth, solo travel and multi-generation travel as a result of single household and aging population. Number six is rising awareness on travel with sustainable advocacies, though for consideration about climate change impact and plastic free travel. So basically, if I'll talk about the trend, so first of all, the people are traveling because of the change. They would like to change in their life. They would like to change the climate. They would like to change the habits. Okay, they would like to do some change of, because change will always impact on the mind of the person. Okay, change always provide satisfaction level. It also increase the satisfactory level of the person. So change is very important. Okay, because without change, your life, your whatever the work you are doing, it will be a monotonous work. So to avoid such situations, what we supposed to do, we supposed to check, like we supposed to get the change out of that. That's why the people are traveling from one place to another place, because of the change itself. Now some of the people would like to show off, would like to show, or would like to have a like tendency to see what is there, or they are love to travel. They would like to see the different places. They would like to show that places to the different people. Okay, because like the YouTubers, like the Instagrammable people, okay, like the foodies, okay, like the roadies. Okay, what they are doing, they are traveling from one place to another place, and they are actually uh, introducing the different place, and providing a different place uh, betterment, or providing a different a difference of a different of like a culture. Okay, they would like to visualize in front of everybody. So that is the reason they are actually moving here and there. They are traveling from one place to another place. They're traveling from different countries, from one country to different country, from one city to different city, from one state to different state. Okay, now the third is basically making a life healthy. Okay, why, how come the making the life healthy? Because if you will engage yourself in some of the active travel that will involve walking wellness and sport tourism, okay, that actually will help your keeping yourself healthy. Okay, so we have to understand that tourism is, as I have told you that also, that tourism is basically never ever start without any reason. Okay, so if any reason is there, then only the tourism will be there. Okay, now the fourth is the rise of the excess economy. Excess economic, somebody have a money, if they would like to just travel, they would just like to spend time for the leisure and all. So at that moment, uh, they are basically traveling from one place to another place. Then comes to the solo travel or multi-generational travel. People like the solo travels and multi-generation people are traveling from one place to another place. Okay, and sixth is rising awareness on travel with sustainable adversities. Okay, thoughtful consideration about climate change impact and plastic-free travel. Okay, so basically, some of the people need to travel a lot, who loves traveling, who actually would like to see the different places. People are traveling for that reason also. People are traveling if so for the medical purpose also. People are traveling from different reasons, and that's why the tourism can't be start without any reason. With reason only the tourism can be there. Tourism can be impact on any of the like industry or any of the country, because in tourism normally foreigners are arriving, and when they are be there, they will spend in their own country currency. Okay, and that actually will help in terms of the GDP. Okay, this is also one of the factor of GDP in the organizations. Okay, so we have to understand this thing, that how come we will attract the foreigner guest to the particular country or to the particular area. As much as, like, suppose if I'll take an example of Rajasthan, if people will travel, who will travel in Rajasthan? Those who are interested in terms of monuments. Okay, those who are interested in terms of handicraft items, those people will travel from one place to another place, and they would like to see Rajasthan. They would like to see how the Rajasthan is look like, because in Rajasthan a lot of monuments, lot of kings forts and all are there. People, you can travel and they can understand how the like art was there at the time of kings and queens. Okay, because this is very important. Those who loves about this monument, they will come and they will definitely see, they will write down. Some of the bloggers also are traveling from one place to another place. This is basically why, because they would like to set, or they would like to show you those places, because they would like to enhance the tourism of that particular area. Okay, so that is the reason blogger used to travel from like each and every area of a particular country or a different country. Okay, because they would like to know more details of this. Then that is the reason people will able to engage their self. People can understand what is the best destination for like wedding, or what is the best destination for uh, sport activities, what is the best destination for wellness. So these are all the things which is we support to understand. Now, if I'll talk about the social impact, because tourism experiences also involve human interaction, certain impact may occur. Generally, social impact in tourism are related to guest to host or to host to guest, influences and charges. Studies of these encounters often related to the social exchange theory, which describe how tourist and host behavior change as a result of the perceived benefits and threat they create during interaction. Positive social impact in tourism include learning about different cultures, increasing tolerance and inclusion through LGBTQ plus travel, increased amenities, investment in arts and culture, celebration of indigenous people, and community pride. When developed conscientiously, tourism can and does contribute to a positive quality of life for residents and a deeper learning and appreciation for tourists. Unfortunately, tourism also has its shortcoming and is culpable for some detrimental impact. However, as identified by the United Nations Environment Programme, negative social impact of the tourism can include: number one, change or loss of indigenous in identity and values. Number two, culture clashes. Number three, physical cause of social stress, which increase the demand for resources. Ethical issues such as an increase in sex tourism and exploitation of child worker. Some of these issues are explored in further details, in which examine the development of indigenous tourism in British Columbia. Now we will discuss about the positive and negative impact of tourism. There are both positive and negative effect on communities related to the economic impact of tourism in their community. A positive impact can refer to the increase in jobs, a higher quality of life or local and increase in wealth of an area. Tourism also has the advantage of rebuilding and restoring historic sites and encouraging the revitalization of culture. A positive impact is to increase or to make better either for tourists, the host community and residents, and or the tourist destination. Positive impacts are related to more to the materialistic well-being rather than to the happiness of the host community or tourist. The tourist destination enjoys positive impact if there have been improvement to the natural environment such as protection, national parks or man-made infrastructure, waste treatment plants, etc. Tourism provides the economical stimulus to allow for diversification of employment and income potential and develop resources within the community. Improvement in infrastructure and service can benefit both the local and the tourist. Whereas heritage tourism focuses on local history or historical events that occurred in the area and trends to promote education. Positive impacts begin when there is an increase in job opportunities for local as the tourism industry become more developed. There is also an increase in average income that spread throughout the community when tourism is capitalized on. In addition, the local economy is stimulated and diversified. Goods are manufactured more locally and new market open for local business owner to expand. Unfortunately, these benefits are not universal nor invulnerable. While more employment may be available, tourism related jobs are often seasonal and low paying. Prices are known to fluctuate throughout the year. They rise in high tourist season to take advantage of more tourist dollar, but have the side effect of pricing good above the economic reach of local residents, effectively starving them out of a place that was once their home. Negative impact are effects that are caused in most cases at the tourist destination site with detrimental impact to the social and cultural area as well as the natural environment. As the population increases, so do the impact resources become unsustainable and exhausted. The carrying capacity for tourists in a destination site may become depleted often when negative impact occur is too late to impose restriction and regulations. Tourist destinations seems to discover that many of the negative impact are found in developed stage of the tourism like life cycle. Additionally, the economics of tourism have been shown to push out local tourism business owner in favor of strangers to the region. Foreign ownership creates leakage, revenue leaving the host community for another nation or multinational business, which strip away the opportunity for local to make meaningful profit. Foreign companies are also known to hire non-resident regional workers because they can pay those individual lower wages, which further contributes to economic leakage. Tourism can raise property values near the tourism area, effectively pushing out local and encouraging business to migrate inwards to encourage and take advantage of more tourist spending. Now, one more factor is there, which is employment. Employment and both its availability and exclusivity are subsets of economic impact of tourism. Travel and tourism create 10.7% of total available jobs worldwide in both the direct and indirect tourism sector. Direct tourism jobs that provide the visitor with the tourism experience include but are not limited to accommodation, food and drink services, entertainment, manufacturing and shopping. Indirect tourism employment opportunities include manufacturing of aircrafts, boat and other transportation as well as the construction of additional superstructure and infrastructure necessary to accommodate these travel products. Now, the Tourism Satellite Account says the World Travel and Tourism Council or Tourism Satellite Account is a system of measurement recognized by the United Nations to define the extent of an economic sector that is not so easily defined as industry like forestry or oil gas. Tourism does not fit neatly into a statistical model because it is not so much dependent on the physical movement of the product and services as it is on the position of consumer. Therefore, TSAs were designed to standardize these many offerings for an international scale to facilitate better understanding of current tourism circumstances locally and broad. The standardization includes concept, classification, and definition is meant to enable research, industry professional, and the average tourism business owner to view international comparisons. Now, the before TSAs were widely implemented, a gap existing in the available knowledge about tourism as economic driver for GDP, employment, investment, and industry consumption. Indicators were primarily approximation and therefore lacking in scientific and analytical viewpoint. This gap means missed opportunities for development as tourism stakeholders were unable to understand where they might be able to better establish themselves in the tourism economy. So basically, those who would like to do the business, those who like to establish the tourism economy, they are not knowing that what business will be better for them, what they can do, and because of that, the particular person is not involving in the benefit of GDP or benefit of the city, okay, or a state, but they are trying. They should understand like what will be the motto of joining this, why they are joining. If they are joining for money, then what best they can sail out to get the money. Okay, so all those things they're supposed to know. Provide credible data on the impact of tourism and the associate employment. It is a framework of organizing statistical data on tourism. It is an international stand endorsed by the UN Statistical Commission. It is an instrument for designing economic policies related to tourism development. Provides data on tourism impact on a nation balance of payment. Provide information on tourism human resource characteristics. Through collection of more qualitative data and translating it into a more conscious and effective form for tourism provider. TSAs are available to fill the previous knowledge gap. Information delivered and measured by a TSA include taxes revenues, economic impact on national balances, human resources, employment, and tourism contribution to gross domestic product. Now come to the socio-cultural impact of tourism. An inherent aspect of tourism is seeking of authenticity, the desire to experience a different culture setting in its natural environment. Although culture tourism provide opportunity for understanding and education. There are serious impact that rise as a result. It is not only the volume of tourism at work, but the type of social interaction that occurs between tourist and host. There are three broad effects at the local level: the commodification of culture, the demonstration effect, and the acceleration of another culture. So, number one will be commodification of culture. Commodification of culture refers to the use of a culture tradition and artifacts in order to sell and profit for the local economy. With the rise of tourism, authors argue that commodification is inevitable. There are both positive and negative social culture impact of commodification on a culture. One positive is the creation of business and jobs for local craftsmen who are able to sell their product or to able to sell their goods to the tourist. Rural tourism is seen as a cure for poverty and lead to the environment of transportation and development of telecommunication in an area. For the tourist commodification creates an interest for traditional art and social practices. However, criticize of commodification believe that tourism are not interested in beliefs and tradition of the local, but are rather obsessed with owning a part of it. The argument that by monetizing culture artifacts, local lose the value to the culture also exists. It then leads to the belief that tours are no longer authentic experience. However, development economy will argue that culture can be utilized just as any other natural resources. Researchers look at the impact of tourism on the culture, and in short, many argue that the contact with the secular West leads to the destruction of the pre-tourist culture. In addition, the development cure the idea that increasing tourism will super economic change while strengthening local culture is claimed to lead to new diseases such as drug addiction, crime population, prostitution, and decline in social stability, as well as growth of capitalized value in a customer culture. Now comes to demonstration effect. The demonstration effect was introduced to tourism when the researchers were looking into the effect of social influences from tourism on local communities. The demonstration effect argues that the local inhabitants copy the behavioral pattern of the tourist. There are a number of social, economic, and behavioral reasons as to why the demonstration effect comes into play. One economic and social reason is that local copy, the consumption patterns of those higher up the social scale in order to improve the social status. Tourism has also been accused of affecting social behavior of the younger members of a host community who may imitate that what tourists do, impacting traditional value system. Now, if I'll talk about the criticism of demonstration effect, there are many criticism of the demonstration effect in tourism. Firstly, tourism is seen as only one impact of change in society. Local people also see example of foreign lifestyle and consumption in advertisement, magazines, televisions, films, and therefore tourism is not the only influences on local culture in addition. The demonstration effect implies is that a culture is weak and need to protect it by outside influences. In many cases, the demonstrative effect is seen as negative consequence but it is argues that all the cultures are in continual process of change. Therefore, tourism should not be considered destructive. Now comes to the community participation. It refers to the collaboration between community members for the purpose of achieving common goals, improving their local community, and pursuing individual benefits. Local community members are effectively involved in tourism rather than passively benefit from it. Community participation strengthens communities and help to create a sense of belonging, trust, and suitability amongst members. By involving local community members, tourists can become more authentic. The community and the tourist both benefits from community participation as it boosts their request for the traditional lifestyle and the values of the destination community. When destination community members are also the ones the most impacted by the movement. Therefore, there is an importance in the involvement in tourism planning. Some researchers will argue that some of the negative impact of the tourism might be avoided and the positive impact maximized through community participation in the planning process. Now comes to the acceleration. Acceleration is the process of modifying an existing culture through borrowing from the more dominant of cultures. Typically, in tourism, the community being accu- accu- acculturated is the destination community, which then experiences dramatic shift in social structure and worldwide. Society adapt to acceleration, and in one of the ways, social structure and worldview. Society adapt to acceleration in one of two ways. Innovation, diffusion is when the community adopts practices that are developed by another group. Whereas culture adoption is less adoption of a new culture and more than process of changing when the existing culture is changed. Acceleration is often sorry is often seen as a method of modernizing a community, and there are many opposing views to the concept of modernization. One argument against modernization is that it contributes to the homogenization of culture differences and decline of the traditional societies. This means that community will advertise their modernity to attract tourism and will disregard their traditional customs and values. On the other hand, others argue that acceleration and modernization will help traditional communities adjust in modern world. The idea being that teaching people to adopt will save the community from the future extinction. Now come to the positive socio-cultural impact. There are a number of benefits for the host community as a result of tourism. This includes economic benefit such as opportunities for local businesses, which allows for increased trade among the increased number of visitors and then develops a variety of local businesses. In addition, tourism also brings employment opportunities, enhances the economy of the region, and creates revenue for the local government. Tourists also use public services, creating funding for public services such as health, the police, and the fire department, as well as increasing the demand for the public transport. Other public facilities such as parks and benches are also well kept by the community for the tourists. improving the overall aesthetics of the host community. On a more social level, tourism lead to intercultural interaction. Tourists often engage and learn from the local. Tourism can also increase pride in locals. They want to show off their community that tourists have chosen to visit. The increase in people also leads to creating more social venues and experiences where local and tourists can interact in. Entertainment and recreational facilities will allow for more opportunities to socialize and engage with each other. Tourism can be beneficial for the host community as it provides the financial means and the incentive to preserve histories, local heritage sites, and customs. It stimulates interest in the local crafts, traditional activities, songs, dance, and oral histories. It also opens up the community to the wider world, new ideas, new experience, and new way of thinking. If I'll talk about the negative impact on the social culture tourism, then the culture interaction can have negative effect in terms of economic disadvantages. Local communities need to be able to fund the tourist demands, which leads to an increase of taxes. The overall prices of living increases in tourism destination in terms of rents and rate as well as the properties values going up. This can be problematic for local looking to buy property or another on a fixed values going up. This can be problematic for the local looking to buy property or others on a fixed income. In addition to enhance, in addition to balance, in addition to keep it at the same page of the tourist destination, the number of locals to tourists must be relatively equal. This can be more problematic for tourists as the access could be denied. Other negative social culture impact are differences in social and moral values among the local host community and the visiting tourist. Outside of affecting the relationship between groups of the local population. In addition, it can cause drift in the dynamic between the old and new generation. Tourism has also correlated to the rise of delinquent behavior in local host communities. Crime rates have been seen to rise with the increase of tourists. Crimes are typically those of rowdy behavior, alcohol and illegal drug use, and loud noise. In addition, gambling and prostitution may increase due to tourists looking for a good time. Tourists has also accused more disruption in host communities. Crowding of local and tourists may create a vibrant ambience. It also causes frustration and leads to the withdrawal of a local resident in many places. Increased tourists also result in increased traffic, which can hinder daily life of the local resident. Culture shock may impact both tourists and their host. Tourism and protection of cultural properties. An action by Blue Shield International for the protection of tourist culture property in Libya during the war in 2011. Tourism and the protection of culture properties are two subject areas that often complement each other, but sometimes also face one another. In case of culture tourism, gentle tourism, and adventure tourism, there are numerous points of contact between the marketing, meditation, and preservation of culture assets. Sensible use is usually the most effective protection of the valuable good. If culture assets bring the population an economic advantage, they're also interested in their preservation. The increase in tourism can be a blessing and curse at the same time because social media and the other new advertisement or advertising channels often attract so many tourists to one place that it can lead to overkill World Heritage Sites are therefore increasingly resorting to visitor restriction in order to be able to contain the flood of the tourists. Conversely, tourism also has the effect that certain culture asset becomes known, and in the event of the war, parties to the conflict want to prevent their destruction with regards to international opinion. With regards to the protection of cultural assets in the event of armed conflict, there are numerous incentives on the topic from the UN, UNESCO, and Blue Self International. This also applies to World Heritage Site, but only through the topic from the UN, USK, and Blue Shield Man International, but only through cooperation with the local can the protection of tourist culture sites, World Heritage Sites, archaeological finds, exhibits, and archaeological site for destructions, looting, and robberies be implemented in sustainable manner. Simplify agreeing international contract and contacting state authorities is not enough. In the event of war, it is particularly important to monitor and implement protection directly on site because this is the only way to ensure the particularly important to uh, uh, only way to ensure the future use of tourist goods for the population. The founding president of Blue Shield International, Carl von Habsburg actually summed it up with the words, without the local community and without the local participation, this would be completely impossible. Now come to the environmental impact. So tourism relies on the greatly impact that natural environment in which operates in many cases. The environment is an essential resource that outdoor recreation and the ecotourism can exist without. Even though many areas of the world are conserved in the form of park and protected areas, tourism development can still have severe negative impact from issues overuse and neglect. According to the UNEP, these can include depletion of natural resources, population, physical impact. The environmental impact of the tourism knows no boundaries and can reach outside local areas and have detrimental effects on the global ecosystem. Facility impacts occur when a regional area involves some exploration to involvement and then into a development stage of the tourist area life cycle. During later phase, there can be both direct and indirect environmental impact through the construction of superstructures such as hotel, restaurant, and shops, and infrastructure such as roads and power supply. As the destination develops, more tourists seek out the experience. The impact increasingly accordingly, the requirement for water for washing waste disposals, drinking increases. Rivers can be altered, excessively extracted, and polluted by the demand of tourists. Now, when a power is supplied by the diesel or gasoline generator, there is additional noise and pollution. General waste and garbage are also a result of facilities. Tourist activities, if I'll talk about, practically all the tourist activities have ecological impact of the host destination. Their range of impact from hiking, trekking, and camping that directly affect the activities areas. As many hikers and trekkers take multi-day trips, a large number will camp overnight either in formal or random composites. As with most recreational activities, hiking and campaigning generate waste, including food scraps and human waste. Limitation of wildlife to human contact and unusual food source can have a detrimental effect on the wildlife and pose dangers for humans. Tourism can act as a vector in the spread of non-native species. Now, transit effect, if I'll talk about, so there has been steady yearly increase in the number of tourist arrival worldwide of approximately 4.4% in 2015. There was 1.186 billion tourist arrival worldwide, of which 54% arrived by air, 39% by motor vehicle, 5% by water, 2% by rail. 7-hour flights on a Boeing 747 produces 220 tons of CO2, which is the equivalent of driving an average size family salon car for a year, or the energy requirement of an average family home for nearly 17 years. Now, health impact of tourism. Tourism brings both positive and negative impact on the health of local people. The short-term negative impact effects are related to density of tourist arrival, traffic congestion, crowding, crime levels, and other stressful factors. Positive long-term health outcomes of the tourism arrival can be explained by the influence of positive experience and social interaction with visitor on the physical health and longevity. Now, this is all about the impact of tourism, okay, on the host communities. Now we have few of the MCQs for you by which you can understand more about this thing. So tourism can contribute to foreign exchange, earning tax revenues for governmental and payments of wages. These are the term sustainability entails. The terms leakage describe which phenomena. In terms of the balance of trade payment, a tourist from New Zealand traveling to the United Kingdom is which of the following is not the importance of education toward conservation? United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is the short form of whom? Is the full form of whom, sorry. Which of the following is not needed to manage an ecotourism area? Which of the following are all negative impact of mass tourism? One of the component of the multiplier effect leakage refers to. So this is basically all about the MCQs which we have. I hope you people have understood this topic. Now you are know more about the impact of tourism. Thank you so much for listening me. Have a nice day.